Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Lakeshore Ice Arena. It's Media Day 2024. Nick Davros, along with Colin Holman, is next to me. Back in the booth back there, Joe Kanukin. And Kimmin, the best in the business, usually in Cronus, he's down here on the floor. And this is Media Day 2024. It's Mona Shores Hockey. Tonight, we're going to be interviewing coaches, players, managers, the whole nine yard. And Colin, it's good to have you with me, buddy.
Good to be here.
Good. So our first guest is a legendary son of Papa T. So is Dad a legend in his own eyes? Is that what he is?
He's a legend at the rink.
He's a legend at the, well, it's Scott Tiefens. So Scott, my friend, it's a pleasure to meet you.
It's
Welcome.
great to be here.
Fill us in about it. What's your role in all of this?
This year I'm serving as goalie coach for the hockey program. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you an alum of Mona Shores?
I am, 2009.
2009. I take it we played hockey then.
We did, yep.
Well, that's wonderful.
Two state finalists. It was a good run.
Oh, you went to the Frozen Four?
Yeah, finals twice.
Wow, how cool is that? Where's the Final Four located?
It used to be called CompuAir Arena, but I think it's USA Hockey Arena now.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been involved with Mona Shores Hockey? Other than playing, have you been coaching for years, or is this?
After college, I was part of the program for about 2 years. And
Where'd you go to college?
Grand Valley.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Did you played there? Or?
I did, yep. Division II and Division III.
Okay.
Yep. So following that, I came back for a couple of years, and then I actually coached at Jenison High School for 5 years, and now I'm back here. I was part-time last year. After Christmas, Chris had me out.
Okay.
And now I'm back for the full season.
Well, wonderful. What do you got for me, buddy? Go ahead.
Well, you said you are the goalie coach this year, right? So is that what you did at Jenison previously, or is this something new for you?
I did. I was a goalie coach and also assistant head coach.
Okay.
So
Wonderful. Were you a goalie? What position did you play?
I did play goalie, correct.
Well, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, it kind of makes sense that, goalies do goalie type stuff like that. You're a graduate of Grand Valley
Correct.
with a degree in?
Mathematics and physical education.
Oh, he's a bright boy. Mathematics way above my grade. I'm a special ed school teacher, for God's sake. So you have a job, or are you sponging off of Dad?
No, I have a job.
Do you? What do you do?
I was a high school teacher for 7 years, and I recently transitioned to a sales role at a local corporation.
Where were you in high school at?
What's that?
What high school?
Did I teach at?
Yeah.
Jenison High School.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense, too. Yeah. Well, good. What you got, buddy? Anything else for this guy? What do you want?
What do you see in the goalies this year coming up?
We got a lot of opportunity. We have 2 juniors, both of them good size, which is good to see. Great work ethics, both willing to improve, and a lot of bright things coming.
Well, that's exciting.
New goalies, young goalies. Did you graduate seniors?
We did. So we have Braylon Hearns, who is a junior returning this year.
Okay.
And we have Nick Durham, this is his first year with the program.
Okay.
Now, Braylon didn't play a lot last year, did he? He didn't get a lot of minutes, or do you not know since this is your first year?
No, he didn't get a lot of minutes last year. No.
It's going to be a battle to see who's going to be number one goalie. I take it then?
Definitely.
Well, that's kind of fun to have, though, isn't it?
Always. Competition is healthy.
Oh, yeah, and he keeps them by. You better get ready every day because, that competition may get stronger and stronger because you may have a bad game and next guy up, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly it.
Schedule-wise, what do you see us for schedule-wise this year? Tough opponents, league's going to be pretty tough. Where do you see us fitting in the conference as well?
Conference will be tough. I think we'll have a chance, though, as always.
You graduated a boatload, buddy.
We did.
A boatload.
We did.
14 out of 19. Okay, you're going to have to coach your tails off this year, bottom line.
We can.
Well, yeah.
Capable of that.
Oh, absolutely.
But, it's going to be – we're going to learn a lot this year.
Yeah.
It's going to be a learning year for sure. I don't want to count anybody out, but –
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Absolutely not. Senior heavy, lots of juniors.
Juniors.
Lots of juniors. So rebuild mode with future coming.
Definitely.
Yeah.
A lot of potential.
A lot of punch-up. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Have you seen much hockey here?
I have not been able to make it out to a lot of the games. I came to a couple last year, and it was fun to watch.
Yeah,
sure.
it's a funny one. We had you over there, on the far side over at the ice rink right there where that was the ball. Well, listen, thank you for taking time. We wish you the best. We're going to be covering you a bunch of times, and have fun coaching.
Awesome. Thank
Pleasure
you guys.
to meet you, Scott.
Pleasure to meet you
So
too.
Scott Tiefenthal, everybody. We'll be back with the next one in just a minute. Want to welcome everyone back. Media Day 2024, Lakeshore Ice Arena. I'm along with Colin Holman, Nick Davers, Joe Kanukin back there is running the board. Kim, the best in the business, off to my right. You're not drunk. You're pretty sober right now, okay? AKA the Doublemint Boys, okay? There used to be a commercial called the Doublemint Twins. You guys are way too much.
Okay.
So Nathan and who's the other one?
Brady.
My name is
Nathan
Brady.
and Brady. So who's who?
I'm Nathan. I'm Brady.
Okay, look at their carbon copies, for God's sake. So you guys are veterans on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How does it feel to be in that road?
Feels good. You know, we still got 2 more years, so.
Yeah,
we're
and you
getting
didn't play
excited.
football this year like I wanted you guys to
No.
do. You concentrated on hockey.
Yeah, I really did, yeah.
Yeah. Did you miss football at all?
Just
Yeah.
a little bit,
Did-
yeah.
did- oh,
yeah,
okay.
But it was, yeah.
So tell me, upcoming season, what are we looking at? You graduated a ton, and that's going to be the theme of this media day. 14 out of 19, fellas.
Yep.
It's like 75%, 80% of your team's gone.
Yeah, uh-huh.
We're in rebuild mode, aren't we?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fill us in a little bit. Tell Colin, what do we got? What are we going to see?
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of new things. Even though we lost a lot of players, we also had a lot more players that are also going to be really good. We started off with a good win, so now, we were all worried about it at first, but now we got a good win in, so, we're all, loose and everything.
I feel like that. I feel like not a lot of people know that we have a lot of people that are coming up from, like a bunch of underclassmen that are really good and they know how to play the game. So we're not done yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So with those underclassmen, obviously it's going to be a little bit different with the leadership. A lot of these players haven't necessarily played varsity before, not a lot of the senior leadership. How does that factor into like the team dynamics?
Well, I feel like all the upperclassmen learned a lot from all the seniors that graduated. So I feel like we can know what we learned from them, and we can tell them like what's right and what's wrong, stuff like that.
Well, that's wonderful. This year's schedule, you beat Grand Haven game 1, right?
Yep.
Always nice to win the first game. You
Yes.
never
Yeah.
want to lose the first game of the year because then it just lags on and it drains and drains.
Yeah.
Tell us about that first game.
Well, that first game, it was a tough one, you know. I mean, I think everybody was expecting that Grand Haven was going to win since everybody was, like, off from our team from last year.
Oh, so they have everyone back? A lot of guys back? Grand Haven?
Just a couple.
Okay,
Yeah, they had
okay.
a couple people leave, but they thought, you know, since we lost, like, our first line, our full first line and second line, that we
Yeah.
were going to be done, but we still had a lot in us. And
So
yeah.
line 3 goes in line 1 now, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a big ship there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Well, congrats on it. Who do you have coming up now?
We have Traverse City West, and then the next game we'll have Traverse City Central.
Are you home and away?
We are going to be away in Traverse
Yep.
City.
Now, speaking about Traverse City, you guys are going to be up in Traverse City. We're going to be with you. You guys are going to be in the
there we
tournament.
go.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so we're going to be following you guys up there this year. So that should be a boatload of fun. Well, guys, we want to wish you nothing but the very, very best. Stay
thank you so
healthy.
much.
You know I love you guys. Say hi to Mom and Dad for me.
I definitely will.
All right, buddy. Be good. We'll see you in just a little bit.
All right.
Media Day 2024, Nick Davros here along with Colin Holman, Joe Kanukin, Kimmin is somewhere over there. Eli Habitler, buddy. Welcome. And look, I want everybody to see this right here. C. Doesn't stand for cocky. It stands for captain. This is the captain of the team right here. And you're only a sophomore.
Yep.
So how much did you pay Coach to become captain to get the C? Because sophomores don't get C's like that. Okay. You paid him something, or you paid Papa T.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, something like
yeah,
that. So welcome. So the role of captain, fill me in. What's the role of the captain?
You know, just lead by example at all times. And
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
yeah, just lead by example. Show others what to do. You know, on and off the ice.
Yep.
Right, especially off the ice. It's
Well,
important-
that's good.
It's important on the ice, so yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So how is it that you were able to gain this leadership? Obviously, you're a sophomore, you're one of the younger guys. Do you think the older guys on the team still respect the fact that you're a captain and you earned that spot there?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I've been around the program for a long time now. Both of my brothers played, so you know, I've always been around here, showing up the off-season workouts, you know, everything, doing everything I can to earn this spot. So, yeah.
It's kind of like in the blood, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, they have it
You
their
can say that,
blood,
yeah.
you know. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, they take they draw blood out of the eldest one and suck it into the next one, and then the young. Are you the baby of the family?
Yep, I am.
The last
Yep.
one?
And do you think the fact that you had brothers on this team really helped you get that spot? Or
I mean, yeah, for sure. They obviously introduced me to this program. I'm sure I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my brothers right now. So, yeah, for sure.
and you've known Coach for this
Yep.
whole time as
Yep.
well?
Yep. for
Okay.
sure.
14 out of 19 are gone.
Yep.
It's a rebuild year.
Yep.
How's it going?
No, it's going awesome. Everyone's buying into it. Everyone's working super hard right now at practice, workouts, whatever we're doing. Obviously, everyone knows 14 seniors were gone, so we have a lot to do, a lot to rebuild. Yeah, I love this team this year. So yep.
And
you
with,
got
with that
win number
re-
one. I'm
Yep.
sorry. Yep, you got win number one.
Yep.
Congrats
Yep.
on that. Go ahead, buddy.
And with that rebuild, do you think the style of play for this team is going to be a lot different than last year, and having those seniors in their play style?
I mean, yeah, for sure. This year we're gonna have to work harder. 14 seniors have a lot of talent, a lot of seniority on that team last year. So this year it's gonna be more of a chippy, hard-working team than last year. So that's what it's gonna have to be. Yep.
Less talent, more heart?
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
Are you guys healthy at this point? After
Yeah, I think so. I think the only one injured right now is Gavin Collins. I think his
So,
legs.
nobody with broken bones or
No.
anything, right? So minor bumps and bruises
Yeah,
at this
yeah,
point. Good. We were talking about coming down the road. You've got who's next? Game?
We got Traverse City.
Yeah, Central and West.
Yep.
Yep.
Two
And
tough opponents?
Yep.
and when's the next game?
Next weekend we play in Traverse City on Friday.
Is that the one we're going to? Oh, okay, because I'm going to be out of town. I'll be in Charlotte, North Carolina, so I won't be up in Traverse City. So we're going to be up in Traverse City with you guys for a tournament, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be
Yep.
fun.
Yep. So it's fun.
Yeah. So maybe.
Bay City. Bay
Bay
City.
City.
Bay City.
Bay City?
Bay
Yes,
Well, he
not
told me Traverse City. It's Bay City? We
It's
got to
in
go to
Bay
the
City.
east side of the state? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
It's
it'll
not
be
until
fun for sure.
February.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good.
So you got
Um,
some time to plan. Make sure that you're not
Yeah,
going
I
to
got to
North
make
Carolina
time to plan.
again.
All right, guys, plan.
Oh, just don't forget about it, though.
No, I'll try not to. Yeah, exactly. You have 3 lines that go out, 1, 2, and 3. Is the talent level broken up equally, or is like line 1 the best, line 2, and then playing time? Does 1 get more than 2 and 2 more than 3?
Yeah, for sure. Depending on the situation, line
Okay.
1 and line 2 are always the top 2 lines on the team, right? So line 3 goes out there. We have a 4th line too as well.
Do you?
Yep, we do. Everyone to go out there depending on the situation, right?
Okay.
If it's a close game, we're gonna throw only line 1 and line 2, right? Because
Well, obviously, yeah, it's a close
yeah,
game. You're going to win
right.
it.
So yeah.
So more experience in 1, little less
Yep.
in 2, and then like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Do you have a line specifically for power plays?
Oh, yep. Yes, we do.
You,
That consists of line 1 and line 2 right now.
okay.
This is on the power play.
Is there a mixture of defense and offense on those power plays, or is it just equal and O&D type stuff?
They can be. Usually the power plays just consist of the smartest players. the
Yeah,
best
right.
talent,
And
So
and
it's
most
either-
athletic and talented. Yeah,
either
I would
that's
think.
D or forward.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep. Goalie wise, you're young.
Yep.
Graduated a boatload of goalies. Fill us in.
Yep. Yep.
Is it a battle right now? Do you have a number 1 starter at this point?
Braylon Hearns is I think our guy right now.
Okay.
But we have a solid backup too. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
that'll be a battle throughout the season.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Nick Durham obviously is the one sitting behind right now,
Yep.
but he could definitely
Yep.
earn that
I mean,
starting
yeah.
spot.
Yeah, it's a toss-up right now.
Yeah.
Good.
It's whoever worked hardest, right?
Yep.
So.
Yep.
And Braylon
Yep.
put up a
Yeah,
very
he-
fantastic
yeah, he
performance
had
their
very-
first game,
very
right?
good. Played really well. So yeah.
Yeah, 3-2, and
Yeah,
you
super
got away
proud
with
of
the
that.
victory, and that's all
Yep.
that really matters. At
Yeah,
this side, there's
exactly.
always room
Yep.
to grow. Anything else from you, buddy? Well, Isaac, we want to wish you the very best.
Yeah.
Congratulations
Yeah,
on
thank you.
being a captain. We look forward to coming you during the season. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
And we've got another captain over here, and I just found out there's 4 captains on the
Yes,
team.
4 captains.
Geez, is there enough captains? Is there enough letter C's out there to go around?
You know, soccer had 6 captains this year, I think. 5
Seriously?
or 6, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bring him in. Who do we got next
We
to
got
us?
Zach Librant here, the only senior captain on this team.
Zach, how many seniors are on the team this year?
6 seniors.
6, and you keep about 19, I think, right? So you guys are young. You're still young.
Yeah, about only a quarter of our team is seniors.
Yeah, 25. So 75% is young. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been playing hockey most of your life. You're probably born with hockey skates, I'm assuming, and you just
Yep.
you just started skating and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I've been playing for about 15 years now.
Really? Is your goal to play college hockey?
No, I'm not going to college.
Excuse me.
I'm
We're not going to college.
What,
No.
Let's give him a chance. What are your plans?
Okay. What
after
are you going to do
college
once you
then?
graduate?
I'm enlisting in the Navy.
Oh.
Oh, that's even okay. Shut me up. Shut me up. Congratulations. Thank you for wanting to serve the world.
Thank you.
So Navy, what made you choose a Navy?
You know, just growing up in hockey, the feeling of teamwork
Mm-hmm.
and just a lot of jobs in the military involve a lot of teamwork and movement involving teams.
No. I get that. Anything you want to specialize while in the Navy?
Right now,
You want to be a
looking at-
pilot? You want to steer a boat?
No, none of that.
Okay.
I'm looking at a hospital corpsman right now.
Wonderful. I'm impressed.
So
Very-
what does that position do then?
They can assist in emergency surgeries, and they give out vaccines, and they can help with like dental procedures and all that.
So more on the medical side then.
Yeah.
Are you going to have some type of medical degree? I mean, are you going to obviously you're going to train you to do that? Is that the intent here?
Yeah.
Well, you just can't have some wounded guy coming up. Oh, I got this. Oh, well, let me see when I go. I'll just throw a Band-Aid on you. I mean, we're not going to do that. What are you going to do, buddy? Okay, I'm wounded. What are you going to do for me?
I don't know. I haven't been trained.
Oh, there we
he's
go.
gotta
See,
learn
I
that
don't
still.
know.
He's gotta learn
Tell
that
me where
still.
you're sore. No, well, good for you. Good for you. After
So-
you, okay, so go
Is
ahead.
Is that a program you go into when you enlist? Is that something where you have to do a lot of training before you actually go out into the field? Or
Yeah,
are you not really sure yet?
I'd do boot camp for 10 weeks, and then I'd go to the job specialization, and then the hospital corpsman, I think, is a 19-week or 19-month long school.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mhm.
So it's almost like going to college.
Yeah.
Almost like a community college or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get done with the name, and I know we're not really concentrating on hockey, we know you're a good hockey player. What do you want? So, 4 years, obviously, to begin with.
Mhm.
Are you looking at maybe making the Navy a career, or is it just too early at this point to see?
Yeah, I haven't thought that far ahead.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd go in and try to get a trade.
No, good for
Yeah.
you. Congratulations, serving our country and medically. That's a great thing.
Now let's bring it back to hockey.
Let's
Obviously,
bring it back to hockey.
the only senior captain on this team. Do you think that puts a little bit more pressure on you, or is it still more evenly distributed?
I think it's more evenly distributed. Just there's no freshmen on the team, so there's a captain in each grade level that we have on the team. So it's just a more rounded look, I think.
Was that intentional, do you think, having a captain in each grade, or did it just work out that way with the leadership style of each student?
I think it just worked out that way. Obviously we're all returners, so all the new players kind of already looked at us for leadership roles, and we just filled it.
No. That's good. What position do you play?
Forward.
Forward. Describe to people out there in Sailor Nation what a forward. I know what a forward is in basketball because I played basketball. What's a forward in hockey? What's your role? You're a captain. Spit it out. No, come on now. Spit it out. You're a captain. There's a reason you're a captain, okay?
Got to give him a chance to speak.
Well, he's delaying, for heaven's sake. Spit it out. Come on, brother.
Just put the puck in the net. Try not to let anyone else get behind you. Just hit
So hockey's here, right? We're here. Goalie's down there. Defensemen are right here, right?
Mhm.
They're right here. Where are you lined up on the rink? Are you near the middle? Are you back a little bit? Fill me in.
It depends on the situation.
Okay.
There's a whole lot of variability that comes in even just one shift on where I'll be.
Wow.
So I can't say that I'll be in one spot more than the other,
Right.
really.
Do forwards tend to score more goals than defensemen?
Yeah, just because they're in that position.
They're
too.
they're in that position closer to the net and hanging out like that. Competition. Who's going to be tough this year in your league? You already beat Grand Haven. Congratulations on a 3-2 victory. Who else?
It's tough.
Puffer.
Yeah, it's.
We can't lose a Puffer. We just can't lose to Reese Puffer. Okay.
Yeah, it's really tough though. You know, we can't really underestimate any of these
No,
teams.
no. Okay, historically, let me rephrase it. Byron Center has been a pain in your rear end. You guys can't beat Byron Center. Okay, historically, they've been a tough team. So let's forget Byron Center. Who's next to Byron Center that creates a lot of problems for you? Grand Haven, Traverse City,
Yeah.
Kennewood Hills. Who?
A lot of those just Grand Rapids teams are really good. Like the Grand Rapids Christian team and the Grand Rapids Catholic teams are
Yeah.
both good. So pretty much just all the Grand Rapids and then the East Side teams are going to be tough
Yeah,
this
one of
year.
my assistants back, God, Joe's going to laugh at this one. So I came over to Shores to start coaching football in '01. So in '05, I was head coach in the JV team. My offensive coordinator was Al Heminger, and he, we had a great team, blah, 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 blah. He moves away. So he's living down outside of Kalamazoo. His kid's a high-end hockey player, and he's going to Grand Rapids Catholic Central. They have a really good program, I'm told, as well. Yeah. So that's good.
And going back to that fact that you've lost 14 seniors now and the competition is still very high, do you think that you might be able to catch some of these teams off guard? They see, oh, they've lost 14 seniors. Oh, they're going to be on a down year. Like, do you think that you can catch them by surprise and end up nailing them?
Yeah, a lot of it isn't based on skill. Like a lot of those teams are very skillful, but if we can just outwork them, we can surprise a lot of teams.
No, that's good.
for
That's
sure.
good. Season next game coming up is
The
next week
24th, yeah.
against one of the Traverse City teams, I think. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
Central?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, why don't you take us out of here?
Well, we'll be right back with another interview of a player. That's it for me, Nick, and Zach.
Yep, Zach, thank you, buddy. We wish you the very, very best.
Thank you.
All right, Quinn Adicott, buddy, welcome to Media Day
Thanks for having me.
2024.
2023.
2023,
We haven't reached
that's
the new year
right. God, I
yet.
thought it was 2024. Forgot 2023, 2024 hockey season.
yeah,
There we
yes,
go.
sir.
I'll spin it right like that. So
There you go.
you're a sophomore.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Any letter right there
No.
yet? No.
No,
Okay,
sir.
so this kid doesn't have a letter
First
right.
non-captain we're interviewing.
The first non-captain.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, what is your role on the team then?
I'm a defenseman.
Yes. So this is your first year on the team, correct?
Yes. First year playing varsity hockey.
And
yes.
your brother is on the team, correct?
Yes, as a senior, yes.
Has he been on the team for a couple years now,
No,
or
this
first
is
year as
also
well?
his first year. Both of us first
Oh,
years.
that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys decide to try out together, or has he been aspiring to be on this team for
No,
a couple years, or how did
he's-
that come together?
He's tried out for the past 2 years. I didn't think he made it. I can't recall, but I didn't think he'd make it for the last 2 years. But he finally made it this year, losing all the 14 seniors. So he made it this year.
Well, that's exciting.
Your brother's in what grade?
Senior.
He's a senior. Well, congrats. Like that. How long have you been playing hockey then, you and your brother, roughly?
I've probably been playing for 8 or 9 years, probably. Probably been on skates for 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you two played together then a lot, or?
Yeah. We played probably two to 3 years probably on the same team. It's a lot easier when on the same team, but we've been on different teams for most years, which makes it
Yeah.
a little difficult.
Oh, that's great. Win number 1 against Grand Haven. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that
good.
begs the question then: is your connection with your brother better than the Tildon's connection?
Ooh,
Twin connection?
Difficult question there. I think we have a fairly good connection, but it's hard to beat when you got twin telepathy there.
Oh, for sure.
Well, yeah. Good point right there. So he's a senior.
Yeah.
Does he pick on you then because you're younger?
Not so much anymore. He used to. He
Uh,
used to, little siblings type thing,
yeah.
but not so much anymore.
Is he bigger than you?
I'd say I'm bigger. I'd say I'm bigger.
There you go. So
I'd say
thus
I'm
he's not
bigger.
going to pick on him then because he's bigger right now. So that's how that's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, congratulations on being the role of defenseman. Tough. Obviously, define your role as a defenseman.
I think as a defenseman, I'm a pretty big, important role on the team. In my personal
Got to keep the
opinion.
puck out of the net,
Yeah,
brother.
Keep the puck out of the net. It's a pretty
Yeah.
big role, But at the same time, I got to help on offense too, both sides. You know what I mean? I got to keep the puck in, and I
Yep.
got to help with shots on net. So I kind of help on both sides of the ice.
Do defensemen cross the center line very much?
Yeah, actually, yeah. When the puck is in the offensive zone, we got to do a really big role of keeping our blue lines and keeping the puck in the zone.
And keeping it really? So do you line up on the blue line, or do you
Yeah.
cross it a little bit?
A little bit crossed in, depends on where the puck.
Because if the puck goes over the
Yeah.
blue line, everybody's got to
Yeah,
come
we gotta
back,
get
and
back.
then you got to recycle again, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And also
cool.
the task of taking longer shots if there's nothing in
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
How many goals last year for you?
Last year on my other team, I think I had 15 to 20, I think. I didn't keep track. But on my team last year, I think it was 15 to 20, yeah.
Who keeps track after you get in double digits, honestly?
And is that a
15,
lot for a
20, maybe
defenseman,
30
or-
goals. I mean,
I
who
think
really
it's-
keeps
I
track?
think it's fairly a lot in my personal opinion, but some defensemen are more offensive-minded, but
Yeah.
I'm more of a defensive-minded defenseman, so.
Good.
and-
Do you think you'll have the same type of success this year transitioning from your other team to this team now?
I mean, I'm going to hope to. I'm going to hope to stay offensive, but it just puts a little more stress with the faster guys and bigger guys, so
Yeah.
maybe not as much. I might back out a little more. Just
Stay
'cause
more
it's a little
focused on
stressful.
defense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
No, that's nice. With all of this said, schedule-wise, it's pretty tough. You're going to be going to Bay City. You're going to be going to Traverse City.
Yep.
Your role then with developing other kids, how do you how do you guys talk and communicate with each other?
Communication is a huge thing in hockey, I feel like, especially on and off the ice, to be able to talk to each other, help each other get better and whatnot. So it's pretty important as all defense that we help each other out. If we see something wrong, to help each other out and say what they did wrong and be able to accept that information and take it and use it next shift.
Yeah.
So is that something that the other lines that are sitting there watching can talk to you about in your transition time?
Mhm. Yeah, when you get off the ice and you guys are on the bench waiting for next shift, it's
Yeah.
pretty important to be able to talk and help each other out on what you guys did wrong and did right. It's like a learning experience, yeah.
So what line are you typically on?
Typically, starting the first game, I was second line. Me and
Okay.
Braden Bennett were second line
Okay.
defense, yeah.
Oh, no, that's good. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Good win. Next week you got a game right here. School-wise, what's your favorite subject?
Probably math. I'm pretty good at math, and math probably my favorite subject.
Really?
Yeah,
well,
big
you're a
math
lot
guy.
brighter than I ever was. Math was my worst subject, yeah. Okay, I got a serious question. I look at all these boys right here. You guys do ungodly things with your body. Your hair. Last year it was this color. This year's are we going with a team color this year, or do we just fly by the seat of our
I
pants?
mean, we haven't talked about it yet. Usually,
Oh,
the
I'm
big-
sure it's going to be
Yeah.
it's going to be a point of discussion
yeah,
down the road.
It's a really big point of discussion.
Oh, I'm
'cause
sure it
some people
is.
bleach the hair, and some people do certain type of hairstyles if you want to do it for playoffs. So we haven't gotten to that point to talk about what we're going to do.
So are we going to have like a
Here's the real question though. Who's got the best hair on?
yo?
the
Who's
team?
got the best hair?
The best hair on the team. I
Well,
mean,
okay, this dude right here. I mean, he's got a flock right here.
that is actually my brother. Runs in the
That's your
family.
brother right there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess that's your brother.
Good hair runs in the family. I
Yeah, the
guess.
Tilden's got a nice cut. That's just a nice, clean cut right
I
here.
agree.
Now, the dude next to the Tilden's, right here, he's got a mop top. Look. Yeah. He's got a mop top going in the back right here.
Yeah, he's got quite the mop top.
Yeah,
Ben
yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's dark right here. He's got that little shaggy dude-looking
Yeah,
little thing coming
shaggy.
down. Right. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good. So, last thoughts? Any last questions for our young man? Well, we certainly want to wish you the best. Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
Have a great season.
Will do. Thank you.
Lucas Detloff. God, what a name. Detloff. Holy smokes. Welcome to Sailor Nation Sports Media Day 2023, buddy.
Thank you. Thank
Hey,
you.
you
Do you
got it
know
right
this
this
character?
time.
Yeah,
little-
I got it right this time.
a little
Yeah.
bit,
Do you know
little
this
bit.
partner over here? Do you know
Little
this
bit.
guy?
Little bit.
Seen him on announcements.
There you go, right there. What grade?
I'll be a senior.
You're
Or
gonna
I am
be-
a senior.
You're a senior. How many seniors on the team this year?
I believe 6.
6 out of 9. Oh, so you guys are young. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's great. You both graduated a boatload.
Yeah, 14.
Congratulations. Yeah.
And
How long you been? Go
You've
ahead.
been on this team a couple years now, or is this your first year as well?
First year.
Exciting.
Okay. Congratulations for making the team
Yeah.
this year.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's really great. Congratulations on win number 1, too.
Thank you.
So talk to me about positions. What do we play?
I'm a defender.
You're another defender.
Wow.
Good for you.
Lots of defenders we've talked to.
Yeah, well, defense wins championships. You don't have good defense,
Yeah.
you're going to be losing games. So you guys really got a pivotal role on the team as well. Because if you get up a goal, this dude right here, he gets really upset, I think. Like, oh, my God, he probably just and we don't want to make, we don't want to, have Coach Benedict get upset like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question to you. The bald-headed guy right over here on the right, because I got to get my digs. Papa T, what do you think of the dude? Be careful now. Be really careful what you think of him.
I mean,
Yeah, hey,
it took a while to think about.
You play this right, maybe you can get a captain spot. You
Yeah,
never
that's
know.
right.
I haven't known him for the longest, but first impressions, he's just an all-around nice guy.
Nice guy.
Love to have him around.
Well, that's a good thing. He's kind of like an icon.
Yeah,
in
for
the
sure.
I think
program.
that's actually the phrase that a lot of the players, a lot of seniors said last year. Love to have him around.
Love to have him around. Not sure what he does, but they love to have him around. Absolutely.
Now, Lucas, I heard a rumor that you may have a nickname.
Lucas, you got a nickname,
is that
buddy?
true?
Gary.
Gary.
Gary. That's
Yeah.
your nickname is
What's-
Gary? We couldn't come up with anything better. Like some dude's name is Gary.
It's a really long story.
All right,
Oh,
give
we
me the
got time.
Cliff
We got
Note.
time.
Just give me the Cliff Note version. Okay, Cliff Note. You probably don't even know what Cliff Notes are, do you? No,
Spark
see,
Notes. Spark Notes.
that's old school right there. Cliff Notes are these little books. So back when I was in high school in Muskegon, if we had to read this book, okay, and we didn't want to read the book, we get these things called Cliff Notes, maybe 15, 20 pages long. I'm not reading the book. I'm going Cliff Notes because Cliff Notes don't let me wrong.
Yeah.
All right, so give me the short version.
So basically, I guess as my brother Noah during COVID,
Okay.
I don't even know what we were doing, but we were out messing around. He just called me Gary, and it stuck.
Gary.
Yeah.
So how long ago was this?
This was COVID.
Okay,
COVID year, okay. So when we're broadcasting a game, Gary, and you get into the game, Gary, should I be calling you Gary?
Um,
Come on, Gary, let me know now here. I mean, this is a tough question, Gary.
I mean, personal preference, I guess.
Okay, all right. Well,
Do your fans know you as Gary, or would they know you as
S-
Lucas?
select few.
Select few.
So being on Sailor Nation Sports, and we're global. You realize we're global, right? We are all over the world.
Worldwide.
Literally everywhere.
Worldwide.
Worldwide. We're almost
So
like.
do you want to be known as Gary?
Would you like the world to know you as Gary? World meet Gary. Gary meet world.
Yeah.
God, you're just so pronounced here with all that. Yeah, I guess it's okay. Yeah. Hockey season's off to a good start.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're doing good.
You're doing good. Hey, I want to know something. As a football coach, locker room. What's the locker room mentality like?
Well,
Gary, go ahead.
would you say before games, after games, during games?
Let's go
practices?
practice. You come from Shores, you go in the locker room. What's the
Well,
vibe in the locker room?
For me, it's
Gary.
just trying to prepare for the next game, trying
Okay.
to better myself and see what the coaches say and see just what I can work on.
Practice time. When is practice?
Starts at
Usually.
I get here around 3, starts at 3:40.
And it lasts for about how long?
We call it quits at 5.
Call it quits at 5? Oh,
Yeah.
Yep, that's not too bad. No, that's not too bad at all.
So now walk us through how the locker room was before this
Yeah,
first game.
yeah. Okay, so
Obviously,
practice,
it was
you
a
get
big
yeah.
game.
You got a trainer here?
For games we do, and he's around every once in a
Yeah,
while.
Dan. Yeah, Dan. Yep. Okay. So you guys don't get taped up. Say you got a bump ankle. Do you guys who taped it? Does Papa T? No, Papa T doesn't do that kind of stuff. He's not. No. Who taped your ankles then, or does Dan tape them before you come here?
I haven't been in the situation, but I feel like he would tape him well or at school just before we come to practice.
Yep, I would think so too. All right. Well, listen, buddy. We want to wish you the very, very best.
Thank you.
Detloff. Gary Detloff. God, that's going to be a name known to the world. Gary frickin' Detloff. Holy smokes.
Worldwide.
Worldwide, baby. We're going to make you global. Pleasure to meet you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you. God, this was too fun with Gary. Gary. Okay. See.
But knowing you, you'll forget it by the time you're in North Carolina.
Kind of like Jake. No, Nanny. Gary. God, damn, Gary, I'm going to have fun with your
You're
name
going to
this
start
year,
the
brother.
chants at
Heck
halftime.
yeah, baby.
Intermission.
Absolutely. The chant.
Bring it on, baby.
All right, baby. With the fall sports behind us, I'll tell you what, it's hockey season, baby. Winter just around the corner. It's Media Day 2023, and we are so happy We are so happy to be able to broadcast hockey here, and we truly have a fun. Other than football, we just love doing hockey. Head coach Chris Benedict, Papa T, the godfather of Mona Shores hockey. I tell you, gentlemen, welcome.
That's true. Hey.
Welcome.
How you doing, Nick?
Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
So, I'm going to get right to the point here.
Going to get right to
Okay.
Here we go.
You graduated a boatload of kids, tons, over 75, maybe 80% of the team is gone. We're really in rebuild mode. Talk to me the process of from the last game of the season to okay, most of our line are gone, our season's gone. Tell me the rebuild process. How do you bring back so 14? So how do you find 14 players to fill the void?
So the process of rebuilding doesn't exactly start right when the season ends. It's been in the works for
probably game one, knowing that it's going to come to an end pretty soon.
Several years.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
So, and I know when we've done this before, I've talked about hockey's kind of non-traditional, where like Shores football has their youth program,
right,
all the way up. You can identify your kids early, young. Hockey's is a little bit difficult because they're all over. There's programs that these kids can play in from here to Grand Rapids to Kalamazoo if they want to. So we just try to do our best to get them involved with the program early, get them excited. That's why we do future sailors of the game, and we'll do skate with the sailors and stuff like that. But yeah, you identify those students. In this case, it's been a couple of years, and since we've started looking and seeing where we were going to go, and it came together pretty nicely. So
how do you find those students who maybe aren't in programs that are nearby, that are in Grand Rapids, but are also students here at Shores?
So it's really networking. Like, you know most of the kids, but you get the stragglers here and there that you may not necessarily know or see every day.
Hockey's a pretty tight-knit community.
Is it?
So I just asked.
Yeah.
I'm asking players like who's not coming to workouts that should be here, who should be skating that's not showing up, and they know everybody with social media. Like they
grew up playing against everybody too.
They
So
play together against each other.
Yeah.
They know who the kids are. The kids themselves identify them. So as we start the summer, and we start weightlifting and summer skates, once we get that rolling, then we're trying to bring some of those kids in that we identify that we need to get involved. So it's a lot of groundwork by coach to phone calls, reaching out to kids, get these kids engaged in the summer, so that as tryouts rolled around, I mean, as you say, we rolled 14 kids out. We still had to cut a dozen kids probably this year. Yeah, to
we had good numbers at tryouts.
We had over 30 at tryouts.
Wow.
So.
With that question, average number of kids trying out per year, 25, 30, 40?
So this is my 5th year, and I would say we've been close to 30 every year. Yeah. So
and you keep, what's the most you keep on a team? Last year you had 19. Is 19, 20? Is it 20 too high?
No. It depends. Like if there's some couple kids that are real close to each other, and maybe bubble kids, and they're young, like sophomore.
You're going to keep them, aren't you? And then you'll go over that 19 mark.
So I can dress 20 and 2 goalies, so 22. I can dress 23 if the 23rd player is a goalie. So if I were to go over skaters, if I say I took 21 skaters, I would have to scratch one player every game. And I haven't had to do that, and I don't really want to do that.
No.
Like all these guys are going to get better in practice, but I want them playing games too. So if it's going to come down to a situation where a kid's going to get scratched most of the season, like okay, what are we doing here? Let's get you back with your travel team, and let's get you playing 50 games a year, and we'll have you out to practice with us some during the season, and just so you can get a feeling of what it's like.
Breakdown grade-wise of the team. You got 19?
No, I have 21.
Okay, so breakdown.
It's actually pretty split.
You got any freshmen?
Nope. We're sophomores, juniors, and seniors.
So
okay.
It's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's within one of each other. So it's
really.
Yeah.
So you got a boatload coming back then too, which is nice.
Yeah, I would say combined we have more sophomores and juniors than we do seniors. So
nothing wrong with that.
No, nope.
How often would you get a freshman on the team?
So I've only taken freshmen twice, and that was when I took Nana, Isaac Habitler, and Trent.
Yeah.
My first year.
Was Nana a freshman on the team too?
Yes.
Yeah, he made it. Yeah.
Yep. And then
he's doing good down at Hope College.
Yes.
Isn't he? Yeah, he's doing good.
And then Eli last year.
Okay.
And you know what? Like, I don't want to take a freshman if they're not going to come in and be able to contribute right away, and they're just going to sit there and watch. And it's the same thing as what I was talking about before. That let's get them games if they can. But if I think that they're going to be able to, or they're right there where they can contribute now and continue to develop during the season and contribute even more and even more, I would not be opposed to taking a freshman.
Yeah. Hey, Papa T, we can't forget you. And, new season, new this. You're so valuable. Tell us your role on the team, and how long have you been around Mona Shores hockey?
My role is basically, the official title is I'm the club president.
The club president, okay.
But I'm a little bit more than that.
You think you are.
He says a little. It's a lot.
I'm most times I'm more on his staff, and I bridge between the parents and Chris and the coaching staff a lot. Years, I think this is 17, I believe.
How'd you get involved?
Huh?
How did you get involved? Did you have somebody play?
You interviewed him a little while ago.
Him once.
Who?
Scott.
Oh,
Scott.
well, your son, yeah. Well, that's right. I forgot that interview. Yeah.
There you go.
Dear God. Okay, we're going to cut that part out right there.
We're not.
We're going to cut that part out.
Let's leave that out.
Yeah, I forgot it was so long ago.
Working on
So your son.
Yeah.
When did you graduate high school from then?
He graduated in 2009.
Oh, he's a baby too, for God's sake. Yeah, no, that's.
Yeah. So that's when I got involved, and then with Coach Link when he was here.
Oh, Charlie.
And Charlie told me if he was staying, I was staying.
Okay.
And so I stayed.
How long was Charlie here for?
5 years, I believe.
Okay, and then he went to Grand Valley?
Then he went to Grand Valley.
You're right,
yes.
yeah. Is it nice having your son around?
It is. Oh, yeah, for sure. I love having him around, and I love the idea that he's coming back, and yeah, it makes me happy.
That's wonderful.
So,
other roles that you have on the team, scheduling, uniforms, describe other roles that you have.
Whatever needs to be done.
Yeah, you're kind of like the DOLFO director of
whatever
hockey.
needs to be done. I'm
DOLFO
hanging banners out here in green screens tonight. I'm getting stuff. I'm helping Joe, helping you guys get set up. Whatever needs to be done. Game days, make sure that our managers are getting their stuff done. I'm doing game posts, doing that.
Don't text them on game day. You're not going to like the
reply.
No.
It gets a little crazy.
I refuse to do that.
One of the jobs that I inherited a couple years ago is I announced starting lineups in the locker room before the game.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah, that got anointed to me because Chris did a horrible job one night.
Of course he did.
I was dumb enough to tell him it was a horrible job, and he said, fine, you do it then. And then we went out and won a game, and now he said, you're doing it forever.
Yeah, right. So if you're announcing starters and Sam Smith isn't a starter and Sam gets pissed, it's your fault then, or is it coach's fault?
No, because I don't set the starters. I just
okay. You
them.
just announce. All right. Well,
I get them.
Blame Benedict, for God's sake. You just gave me the names.
The parents, they're not starting. It's not on me. I don't get to pick who starts.
You just read the names.
I grab the score sheet, write the names down, and I get to announce them to the boys in the room before.
Right. So your son is here. Your son is gone.
Yeah.
He graduated, so we inherited one daddy and son combination. Well, one daddy and son combination came to an end. Fill us in. What's your son doing these days?
So he's actually playing on the D1 team at Davenport.
Is he really? Congratulations.
Yep. And actually, I'm heading over there here when we get done. They play Adrian tonight.
I'm an Adrian grad.
Oh, that's,
yes, I am.
We're not big fans of Adrian after last night.
Well, no, Adrian, I believe is the upper echelon of D3 hockey. Thank you very much. When Davenport gets there, then we can talk.
Yeah,
okay?
all right, fair enough.
Right, exactly. Jake Nana's doing well down at Hope.
Yes, he is. It's good to see. And I mean, Jake is a natural athlete, so there was no doubt in my mind.
Well, he's playing lacrosse down there as well, so.
Yeah, and the Hope's coach, Chris Van Timmerman, he does a really nice job of bringing guys in, and that top line that Jake's on is there.
Oh, is Jake on the top line?
The last I knew,
yeah, okay.
He was surrounded by top
athletes.
players,
He's just
in West
on
Michigan, Byron Center kid. So I wonder how that's going with Jake. The big Mona Shores Byron Center thing.
Well,
now they're line mates.
It's funny.
we
were talking about
we
were talking about your schedule. Well, one of the teams that's really a pain in your rear end is Byron Center. You guys can never get Byron Center sometime.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't know. They didn't want to play us this year. They didn't reach out, and so
must have been scared.
Oh well, I'm not going there. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
So
sometimes, like in the schedule, it evolves.
So who makes up your schedule? Is there a league? For instance, the OK Conference has a commissioner and a group of guys that make up the conference schedule, and then coaches have to find out their non-conference schedule. Right. So do you guys have a conference schedule, and who makes up the schedule? Is there a commissioner?
It's all coaches. So
coaches do it.
So Brian Parsons. So Brian Parsons from Granville is basically the commissioner for the OK Hockey Conference.
Okay. Is there a title of your conference? Is it like
it's the OK Conference? And
so you're part of the OK.
Yeah. So there's 3 different tiers in it. So hockey is it's a rainbow. So you're not in a red or black or blue or green color. It's a rainbow because a lot of schools don't have a hockey program.
Right.
So
it's somewhat tiered.
We get semi-tiered with the upper schools, and then
based on what
performance.
Performance, but not enrollment in school.
Correct.
So you're not going to go against like Rockford that's got 3,000 kids for heaven's sake.
We will.
You will.
They're not in our division.
Okay.
They're on the other side, but they are in.
Are they in there with Kentwood?
No, Kentwood's in the lower. So it has nothing to do with enrollment.
And nothing. So no. It's how good you are, basically.
Yeah. So
the better you are, the tougher the competition.
So what will happen is after each year, the team that finishes the bottom between the 2 top tiers will go down. The top team in the bottom tier slides up, and whatever side loses one, that's where that team will slide into. So we used to be on the other side. And we ended up at the bottom, slid down, won the bottom again the following year. So we slid back up, but we're on the other side now with the Forest Hills and Christian. But we used to be with Grand Rapids Catholic and Granville and Reese Puffer when they were up. They're down now. So it's a revolving door of teams, but it keeps games relatively competitive.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
So do you play a lot of teams from the lower division, or not as much?
So we play Reese Puffer. We played Grand Haven on Wednesday. We do, but last year we knew what we had talent-wise, so I really loaded our schedule for MPR points. And then, I dialed back a little bit this year. I still think it's important to play competitive games because in hockey, everyone makes the playoffs. So
everybody makes the playoffs in hockey.
Yeah, so you can go 0-25 and still win a state championship. So I want the boys challenged, and it's great to win regular season games.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it really doesn't mean anything,
And those tough losses can be huge for learning for those younger players as well.
Yeah, and this program's had plenty over the last 4 years.
Yeah. Are you seeded then, the postseason, are you seeded by your record? So is it like 1 plays 16, 2 plays 15, and something like that? Or is it geographically speaking?
So it's geographically, each regional is geographically divided. Like our region this year is completely different than what it was last year. So our region has Reese Puffer, Rockford, Sparta, who was Northview, but Sparta has more of the players, so they took over the co-op, so they're now known as Sparta.
Oh, that's interesting.
Us and then Traverse City West. So it's a five.
God, you're
five
spread
teams,
out over
yeah.
a big geographic area too, aren't you?
Well, we used to have to go north when we were Division II, and I remember it was my first.
Lots of trips to Traverse City.
There was a lot. I think my first year we lost in the regional final to Traverse City Central. It was a Wednesday night game and started at 8 p.m. and the boys had exams the next day. So,
God, I remember those days coaching football at Muskegon. We would go up to Traverse City for a JV game on a Thursday, and they were 7 o'clock at night. We'd get home at 11:30. By the time the kids left, it was midnight. I'd get home at 1 because we had to stay till everybody left.
Yeah.
And then get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, go to work, and then go scouting in some god-awful place in Michigan because we were an independent.
Right.
Yeah, I remember those days all too well.
Yep.
Wow. That's amazing. Yeah. Health-wise, are you guys pretty good health-wise?
We got a few bumps and bruises right now.
Yeah, but you're going to have
couple,
that all year. Nobody with broken bones or anything like that.
Nope, no broken bones, so we're relatively healthy.
Yeah. Hey, question. You graduated, so are all of your goalies new this year?
No.
Or do you have a goalie coming back from last year?
Yes, so Braylon Hearns is back from last year. And when I took Braylon last year, I told him, I said, I need you to, you're probably not going to play in a game. Because he was a sophomore.
Gotcha.
I had Carter and Oliver.
He practiced with you, though?
Oh, yeah, every day. He was on the team.
Okay, gotcha.
I said,
would he dress?
Learn from those two, and then be ready for next year. Well,
that's a good move, though.
And then we got hit with injuries.
Yeah, I remember.
So,
all too much.
I think it was his first game. His first game action was against Forest Hill Central here, and Carter wasn't dressed. Oliver was in net, and Braylon had asked if he could go to a travel team to play games there, and I said, yeah, that's fine. I said, but I need you here because in a case of emergency, you're going to have to come down. Or you're going to have to play. And he's like, no, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. So
how many goalies deep do you carry on the bench for a game? Two.
But I'm not done with my story. Like, this is
no.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm letting you finish, but I
right.
just got to understand. So this kid wants to see games and not games. So he's willing to go somewhere else. You say yes, but he's got to be back for this.
So he still practices with us.
Okay, I got you.
He's
now
with
finish your story.
Just so that he can get the game experience.
Yes. Yep.
Right.
So that Forest Hill Central night, I told him, I said, put your bottoms on. That's it. You don't have to come down to the bench. And if I need you, I'll wave you down. Oliver pulls his groin. So I look up in the window. And there's Braylon Hearns, and he's looking, and I'm like, and he's like, he points me, and I'm like,
me?
No, not the guy behind you. Like, I need you. So he come down the stairs and in the net, and we win in overtime. And so
and as soon as he came down and played in a game, then he was done.
Yeah, he could not go to the travel team.
He could not go back to the travel team or anything, so he was with us then.
So that's why we didn't have him dressed on the bench, and we wanted to give him that opportunity to play some games over there. But
yep, once he got into a game or dressed for a game, then he was
the big club called. Then
there
it is.
Hey, Papa T, hockey is it's a god-awful expensive sport. I am so glad my kids didn't play hockey. I honestly, I'd be working 3 jobs knowing the cost of state. Well, you were sharing with us last year the cost. Give me round numbers. So your kid was playing youth hockey before here. Let's just use it. From head to toe, not top end, not low. Give me an average price of a general hockey, not a goalie, just offensive and defensive guy. About $200, $300, $400, $500.
$200 for a helmet. $100 for a pair of gloves.
So there's $300.
I mean, if you want a decent stick, you're going to pay $250.
Okay.
But the kids don't want decent sticks.
Well,
They
no,
want
no.
$350s. $350.
Our sticks
Skates.
carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
It's only-
see serious dollars right
and
there
it's-
in carbon fiber.
And the worst about that is it's only a 30-day warranty. So.
Yeah, but
I-
carbon
I've-
fiber is
I've did-
really strong.
Well,
though.
you'd be
Yeah.
surprised.
Come on, I'll show you
Seriously.
the pile of
I
broken
feel
sticks in
like
the
they
corner.
make them to
God,
break
racing
on,
sailboats.
to
I
break
race
on
on
day
racing
31.
sailboats that are carbon.
31 days.
Seriously.
31 days. That's when you start seeing sticks break. Skates are. I mean,
Anywhere soon.
for
A good, a real good pair.
a good pair, middle of the line, you're looking at $600-700.
Okay, so you're looking at $1,300 right there.
Yeah,
so far.
and then,
You're gonna
then you
push
got elbow
1,500
pads,
easy.
pants, shin guards.
Are you $2,000?
Easy?
Thank
you're a
God that my
goalie-
kids
if you're a
play
goalie-
football, basketball,
If
and
you're a
baseball.
goalie.
If you're a goalie, roll it up higher.
Double it.
Seriously?
4,000.
Oh yeah.
At least
Oh,
another
thank
grand.
God my kids
minimum.
played football, basketball, and track. Dear God, I'd been broke. 3 boys pulling
Well,
up.
you got to remember, you don't buy everything the first year when they're. I
Yeah.
mean, you're buying stuff as you go through the years as he grows out of.
Can you
elbow
rent
pad.
stuff?
Well,
You can
You
now,
can,
but you like.
You don't want to
know,
rent
I
stuff.
don't- So
You don't want to rent stuff, do you?
No.
No,
I got
no,
you.
the kid wants their own stuff, and like Papa said earlier, like the hockey community is pretty close, and so
Hand-me-downs.
if one, yeah, well, a kid grows
I-
out of something. I don't know how many pairs of skates I've given away or
Oh, yeah.
equipment, helmets.
we
So
broker them all the
We
time.
do that at
Yeah.
football season. At the end of the football season, kids just leave their cleats here. I go around and pick up the cleats. So I made a shoe bank for our kids that, some kids can't afford stuff like that.
That's a
So,
great idea.
I go from 7 all the way down to a pair of 16, and I got a dozen pair of cleats for our kids.
So there's
And-
kids that want to get into hockey.
Yeah.
And we have venues to get equipment for them. It's not
No,
new
no,
equipment,
that's good.
but I mean, if it's a bigger kid, I can go up above our locker room and probably suit up 80% of everything. So, and then there's a vault on the north end of this rink where there's just a lot of used stuff. So we can
I gotcha.
we can put kids in equipment if we need to.
So going back to that, so you've got boosters. So you're president of the board.
President of the hockey board.
For
Yeah.
The hockey board. So you
Correct.
have, with hockey being god-awful expensive,
Yep.
your role of the board and fundraising, do you have a goal every season? I'm going to spend a different. Matt has our reverse raffle, and you guys have been kind enough to go. We've been averaging 25 to our high end was 35,000
Right.
one year. Your budget for fundraising, do you have okay, our goal this year is 10,000, or
Right.
how do you raise money?
We have a budget. We raise money. We have a golf outing. We have the Bowl-O-Rama. We do other things.
Okay.
But we work off like a small business. We have a budget. And
Right.
so much of that is in fundraising. Usually it's around, the golf outings usually around 10 to 12. Another 4,000 or 5,000. Conrad's kind of a fundraiser where we able to sell some sponsorship
Right.
and get some things. So, I mean, we have a budget. We're basically a small company on the outside.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
we're,
yeah.
We're running it. We have a budget. There's players' fees. Obviously, it's a pay-to-play sport for hockey. because
Hockey's
of-
pay-to-play.
Oh, for sure. I mean, our ice bill alone is, $36,000, $38,000 for the year.
What does the school give you for a budget?
Very small.
I don't know, but they help us out.
Yeah.
Numenors, well, now Numenors
I
do
mean,
rating.
it's set. We get a set amount from the school every year. That's in our budget.
Yep.
The busing's in our budget. There's
Yeah, right.
This year, we're actually, I think they're doing some meals and stuff, and some of that's scheduled through the school for
They're
team
doing the
dinners
same
that-
thing as football does. So
team
right
does.
after school on game days, our guys are going to the cafeteria. And
Isn't that guy nice in the
he's
meals he
awesome,
cooks?
yeah.
God, it's just
So, I mean,
wonderful.
he cooked some Chipotle stuff
Yeah.
on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Really good.
Well, you know what's next on my list next year for cooking for dinners? You damn betcha we're going to be having gyros, some Greek meals, because
let's go.
gyros, some baklava, some spanakopita. We're going to go Greek big. I'll invite you guys.
All
to
right.
because
You could sponsor the coach's
Yeah.
hospitality room.
Yeah, get
for
some Greek
Conrad.
food up there.
Seriously.
Yeah, you want
Yeah.
to throw some.
You know who I could call? I could call Billy Palace at the Pita Place, and let's see if we can get him hooked up. God, I'll be a saint in the hockey program. What if
There
we
you
go?
go.
Yeah,
There you
we'll
go.
even let you talk about football on the air then.
Yeah, yes, we will.
And
hey,
it's
hey,
a
question.
Greek
So,
thing because the Palaces and the Conrads are kind of related.
yes,
because,
you're right.
George
So,
is married
so
to Kay.
if you, so, do you guys buy the food then? I mean, would it be a co-op on the food, or are you asking this Greek guy with 5 fathers.
No,
I mean,
I'm
with
not,
5 kids.
no, I'm not asking. I'm not asking for anything. We buy food for that hospitality
Coaches, yeah.
suite.
Oh, okay, so let me see what I can do and what kind of deal with them.
Oh, yeah, it's
Fair
got to
enough.
be. It's got to be a deal because we normally throw burger in a crock
Okay,
pot.
so
or-
what do you? Okay, so what kind of price do you spend then on your hospital? So give me a number to work with.
That's a heck of a. Well, I don't know. We'll get
so
you a number. We'll talk about it.
You
off
give
air.
me a number. I'll work on that.
Perfect.
Fair enough.
Not
Appreciate
in
it.
Conrad
Good.
for a couple more weeks, so we'll be good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Then we'll
So
be, then
you
we'll
got
be
a
planning
huge,
heavy.
you really, you've got a huge role on the team, from money to scheduling
Well, I have,
to.
like I said, I have a board. I have a treasurer.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 treasurers. I have co-treasurers because just like we lost 14 players, I lost 7 board members last year. So I'm rolling in. You know, I have 2 carryovers. My vice president Sarah Habler, and who the treasurer is now, Colleen Tilden. They're my 2 carryovers, but we've got a whole new group of ladies that are chipping in and helping out. Like some of them were actually here earlier, sitting watching what was going on. So
Oh,
it was
that's
kind
fun.
of neat. New parents.
God, we should have some board members next year on here to give them
Yeah,
a
we
little.
should.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea as
Actually,
well.
it might be good for an interview with Conrad. Yep.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Get somebody up there for that and do a little interview.
Oh, that would be
And
fun.
I want to get you to talk to like at least one of the opposing coaches that are coming from out of town.
Yeah,
and do a
absolutely.
little
Yeah,
interview
yeah.
with those guys.
Oh no,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
Actually, I could probably set you up with Steve Witt from Midland.
I'm
He's
not
also
sure about
he-
Steve. You know.
well, he's on the Coaches Association board, so that would be.
Oh, that would be a great fit
That'd
for
be a
us,
good
Joe.
one for you guys.
Yeah, I think that would be really good.
I know Witt.
Yeah, I know.
No, I want
Yeah.
I want Nick to get a hold of Steve.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
that'd be entertaining. It'd be kind of like having.
Well, Cohen now here. Last year did we have you over here? Didn't we? One year for one game. Who was over here? We had Kim in.
Where's he going with this?
Yeah.
No. Well, no.
You're talking about on the rink. And
Yeah,
interview-
rink stuff.
You guys interviewed me when
yeah,
you.
yeah. We.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Down,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
during
We
Conrad,
interviewed.
yes.
You know, bringing in outside people. You know, we brought you for one game during, like a timeout or something like.
Well, between intermission, you went
was
down.
really
Yeah,
and
can
found
we
her
do
thing.
that this year again? I think
Yeah.
that would be kind of fun. I think that, and,
Yeah.
and Cohen
I
did a
think-
great job. And Cohen, you're going to be asking the questions, but yeah, buddy, you're going to be doing a lot this year. Okay, get used to that.
I'm not sure if that was me or not. So.
Well, it's going to
No,
be you
Nick-
I
now.
mean,
Well,
I'm willing to
you know
take
what?
it, but I
It's you
just-
now
I-
because
yeah.
Joe's agreeing with it, and these guys
Yeah,
are going to have
for
you.
sure,
Okay,
for
fair
sure.
enough. Well, this has been fun, guys. Tournament. You're in a different tournament this year. We're not up in the UP.
Nope, we're not up in the UP.
Where are we?
Yeah, so like I was talking about, change the schedule a little bit.
Yeah.
So last year we went to the Sioux. The second team we played, Manistee, they're coming down to play us at our
Okay.
place this year. That'll be in January. The beginning of the season we went to Brighton last year. We're not in that Thanksgiving tournament. We're going up to Traverse City to play Traverse City West and Traverse City Central. And
It's a weekend event.
Yep. And it's next Friday and Saturday over Thanksgiving. So.
Okay. Is that the only one you're in this year?
No. We're going over to, and that's not even really a tournament either. It's just a
Get together.
two-game.
Showcase
A lot
kind
of
of thing,
a lot of places have gotten rid of the tournament format.
Too
It's-
costly?
No, it's just you hand out a plastic trophy and with a little hockey guy on it, and it ends up like all the rest of our little plastic trophies. And that's part of the reason why I made the decision to change the Conrad.
Yeah.
It used to be a tournament.
Yeah. Okay.
4 teams. It was pretty much all. It was us, Puffer, Kentwood, and like one
Central.
team from the east.
Yeah.
Portage Central usually.
Portage Central
yeah.
usually. Monroe St. Mary's. I
Right.
came a couple
Yeah,
times, but
there's been different teams on that other side, but
I just wanted to. I wanted to make it bigger. I wanted more teams involved in.
Did you give a trophy for that thing?
Nope.
no,
Nope.
just
It's
a showcase.
It's just 2 games.
It's just a
and-
showcase.
And,
Yeah.
and coaches love it because they wanna showcase their kids, and we do a nice job of
Oh, yeah,
getting
first
scouts,
class,
getting
yeah.
scouts here, and so
Do you send that out to colleges and universities and scouts that this is our showcase and
Yep.
Yeah,
these are the times and dates?
especially local,
Yep.
Hope and Grand
Yeah,
Valley
right.
and
Oh, yeah.
Davenport.
Yeah, Adrian
We
College.
usually have guys here.
Yeah,
that are-
Adrian College.
Come and
Yeah,
watch a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
games.
Okay.
No.
One last thing. Talking about trophies. Joe and I had talked about we started a trophy for football. We had talked about doing one, and I want to share what we came up with. It's going to be a traveling trophy. It's going to be with Grand Haven, and Joe and I, we came up, we're going to name it the Coastal Cup. We're going to spin it just like the Stanley Cup. Now, I'm not sure how we're going to make it. Do we want it to look like the Stanley Cup? Do we want it to make something? Joe and I are going to work on it.
Should be a lighthouse is what it should be.
Well, why don't you let us know? We'll come up with some names. You come up with it, and it's going to be your traveling trophy.
Okay.
All right?
I love it.
But we're going to spin it like the Stanley Cup, so the winner, it'll be, the whole glove. I think that would be a fun thing to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Definitely would have been fun to have the other night, Wednesday night, when we beat them.
Well, I talked to Joe about it. Joe forgot about the game and the schedule. He didn't come up with anything. So Colin said, "Hey, Coach Davros, are we going to do the trophy?" Well, no. And then I made a call, and Papa T said, "Well, yeah, you're a day late and $1 short." So that right there, Lieutenant Deputy. Oh, that's why he forgot. That's right. He was in a Caribbean, for God's sake, supping pina coladas with some hot little chick walking the beach, for all I know.
Good for you, Joe.
Yeah, so
bleep. We'll get the bleep on that one. Bleep.
So, fellas, as always, it's been our honor. We look forward to covering your season. Give my best to your families, Papa
we look forward to seeing you guys again and covering a couple games at least, and be a good year.
Yep. So for Joe Cohen, I'm Nick Davros. The guys are here. Kimmin somewhere is walking around here, but Kimmin took off. But the best in the business, guys. We look forward to coming.
Tanya Pardon did the pictures over there. She does an awesome job.
Yeah, no, that's great. So we look forward to coming and let us know what games you'd like us to see if it fits in our schedule. We're going to do more than one.
Yeah.
And now that Jake Nana's gone, Gary's going to be my boy. Gary's going to be my boy this year. I have to. So for everybody, we hope you enjoyed it. Hockey season is just around the corner. We want to on behalf of everybody here, we want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Blessings to you and your family. Joe, we're going to be out of here in just a minute, right, friend? Why don't you count us down for 5 and we're gone.